During crunch time, everything is magnified. Fans in the stands put their phones down and cease speaking with their neighbors as they spring up onto their feet, their complete attention focused on the scene below. The players in the court likewise increase their effort in order to gain a victory for their team. Some superstars have thrived within the razor-thin margins of their 2021-2022 intensely contested late games. Others have tightened up, missing key shots, and dragged their teams down with devastating losses. We'll rank the top 5 most clutch superstars this season based on their shooting percentage in the final 5 minutes of a game when no team is leading by 5 or more points. Let's get started. At number 5, Joel Embiid at 50%. Joel Embiid is having an MVP-type season for the Philadelphia 76ers, averaging nearly 30 points per game, 11.3 rebounds, and 4.3 assists. Throughout 2021 through 2022, he's also been extremely effective in the clutch. Throughout 127 clutch minutes, Joel Embiid has mixed in his usual arsenal of post plays, mid-range jumpers, and long-distance bombs. He leads the league in fourth quarter points, snagging 141 on a 50% field goal percentage, and he's gone Reggie Miller on the league, connecting on 45.5% of his long-distance J's. Embiid has seen his fair share of clutch time double teams, and he's frequently wisely swung the ball to an open teammate, rather than forcing things through 2 men in the post, which is one of the reasons the 76ers have been so difficult to beat in late game scenarios. With his overall play and ability to go into clutch mode during tight games, Joel Embiid has kept the 76ers atop the Eastern Conference standings for the better part of the year. He's a genuine issue for the rest of the league. At number 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo with 51.2%. Throughout 2021 through 2022, Giannis has performed admirably in crunch time scenarios. Last year's Finals MVP has relentlessly rammed the ball down the throat of the opposition at the end of close games, shooting 51.2% off largely tough chances in traffic near the rim. Last season, the Greek Freak made only 68.8% of his clutch free throw attempts, which lessened the sting of his late-game two-step drives to the basket. During the offseason, he apparently went into the lab to work on one of his few flaws. Giannis has improved his clutch free throw shooting this year, hitting 81.5% of his attempts from the line, making him an even nastier clutch player. Nobody puts greater pressure on the opposing team at the end of a close game than Giannis. The Greek Freak shatters opposing defenses like a giant stepping on a beach ball, forcing opponents to choose between preventing him from stuffing the rack and dishing to one of his sweet shooting teammates from beyond the arc. Giannis's clutch play this season is yet another reason why the Bucks appear to be on the verge of a two-peat. At number 2, DeMar DeRozan at 51.4%. DeMar DeRozan has unleashed typhoon winds across the league this season, averaging 28 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, and 5.1 assists. But he's upped his clutch performances to hurricane force during tight endgame scenarios, blowing away opponents like they're nothing. DeMar DeRozan has played in 35 critical game situations this season, trailing only Russell Westbrook, who has played in 39. When given the chance, DeRozan has Kobe'd the league, shooting 51.4% from the field on generally unstoppable off-the-dribble mid-range shots in crucial circumstances, while also sinking 66.7% of his three-point tries and drawing 58 free throw attempts. During crunch time, DeMar DeRozan has evolved into a 12-sided Rubik's Cube, an unsolvable conundrum for opposing defenses to solve. He combines an unstoppable arsenal of spin moves and fadeaway jumpers beyond the key with his excellent playmaking abilities to create a fearless soup that he swallows down before entering crunch time moments. This season, DeRozan has hit a couple of game-winning shots, and his ability to create havoc in crucial moments offers the Chicago Bulls a legitimate shot at the crown. At number 2, Chris Paul at 56.4%. CP3 is sidelined with a thumb injury, but prior to his injury, Chris Paul imposed his will on the league like a magician playing horseshoes with a group of unsuspecting muggles. He averaged 14.9 points per game and a league-high 10.7 assists per game, while shooting an astounding 72.7% from the rim and 57.7% from 10 to 16 feet. Chris Paul also wowed the league with his clutch shooting, connecting on 40% of his three-point tries and 56.4% of his field goal attempts. CP3 led the Suns to a 22-3 clutch record, the league's greatest winning percentage by a country mile and a half. As expected, CP3 ranks at the top of clutch assists, trailing Russell Westbrook with 29 total assists, by one dime despite playing 78 crucial minutes to Brody's 159. This season, Chris Paul has had the league on a string, quietly ripping apart opposing defenders throughout the game, but he has also generated even cleaner looks for his teammates during pressure-packed crunch situations, while also increasing his overall shooting numbers. If CP3 is healthy before the playoffs begin, his ability to run the show in the fourth quarter vaults the Suns to the top of the standings. And at number 1, Devin Booker with 57.5%. Devin Booker has played the 2021-2022 season like a cerebral lioness, knowing when to attack and when not to with wisdom that belies his 25 years. D-Book's exceptional athleticism is rarely used to attack the rim. Instead, his mid-range game annihilates opposition defenses. Booker has put his superb jumper to use this season, averaging 25.6 points per game, 5.1 rebounds, and 4.9 assists, while connecting on the second most jumpers from the key out to the arc in the NBA. Booker's overall numbers are impressive, but his clutch numbers are absurd. Book has helped the Suns reach a 20-5 record in game-tying situations. He also is shooting 40% from deep and 57.5% overall from the field, and he scored 74 critical points. Devin Booker has also increased his defensive effort at the conclusion of games, restricting his assignments to an excellent 39.5% hit percentage in the fourth quarter, one of the league's best records among all wings. This year, Devin Booker is the league's best clutch shooter, and he's teamed with Chris Paul, who has the league's second highest crunch time field goal percentage. They comprise the best clutch tandem in the last decade, causing what appears to be a cyclone of endgame death for the other 29 NBA clubs. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. We'll see you guys next time.